Bitcoin just broke back above 105,500. It's up 2.27%. We have seen negative news all weekend long about the credit downgrade. I just talked about it yesterday, and this is going to be an important video. We can see right now, right off the bat, on the logarithmic scale with the Bitcoin power law corridor on the weekly time frame, that Bitcoin is at a crucial level because we are about to enter the red zone right above 113K. Now, 113K is right where I said that is minimum likely going to get hit. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. 113,000 is the minimum that gets hit. Now, this is big resistance because we actually rejected twice on Bitcoin back in March of 2024 and then back in December of 2024 during two hard momentum cycles, and Bitcoin failed to break higher out of this region. Now, the last two cycles during the halvings as well, Bitcoin broke heavily out of this region, coming all the way to the top of the range, then to the middle of the range, and now we haven't gotten the breakout just yet. But if Bitcoin breaks out of this, closes above 113, closes above 120, and we see more momentum than anticipated, we could be in a massive squeeze territory for Bitcoin, massive moves higher. Now, I want to point a couple of things out. As we range up to 113,000, we see Bitcoin dominance coming all the way up to exactly at 2021 levels. In fact, it hit the exact price that it was at right around January 26th of 2021. That was also during the peak of the AMC GameStop short squeeze. That was also the peak of several things. And then we had a market dip, all this other stuff. So what are we anticipating? Well, first of all, what does this mean for altcoins? This means that once Bitcoin dominance comes down, once it fails, we are going to see the move shift over into altcoins. And we saw that right back here, December of 2020. Altcoins got a little bit of a push. And then January 26th, right? January 27th, 28th, when Bitcoin GameStop squoze, as Bitcoin dominance decided to fall from its peak, this is what we saw. We saw money shift over to altcoins. We saw money shift over to more speculative assets, risky assets, and that is what I believe we are on the verge of, and it's going to make us a lot of money. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about, so like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch until the end of the video so you don't miss anything. I'm going to not waste anybody's time. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed your weekend. I'm going to talk about a couple of things real quick before we talk about more important things that people wanted me to cover, requested me to cover in Discord. One of them being Bonk, very briefly. This is the weekly chart. Bonk is looking very well. We can see that it bounced right off of this support level back here March 10th of 2025, then also April 7th of 2025, the weeks of those. And the last time we bounced off of this, we came all the way back up into this resistance region, which we did not hit yet, rejecting off of the 50. So we are not there yet. What I will say, how high will it go? Are we going to reject off of this zone just under where we add a 3 into the levels after the zeros, right? That's right around where that major resistance is. Are we going to go higher? Are we even going to make it there? What's going to happen? What I can tell you is we are trading in this ascending parallel channel, making higher highs, higher lows. We are seeing decent momentum. At whatever point, if we break under this and we reject off of it, I'm calling it off, and you're likely going to see a bleed down on Bonk. Put very simply, I don't think we're there just yet. I think Bonk could do something like this, right? I think it could come all the way into this region and fight its way in here. And at this point, you're going to see a decision zone mid to late June, early July. And you're going to see, are altcoins going to get some sort of super move, or are we just getting this major relief rally on altcoins after Bitcoin, peaked out? Normally after Bitcoin peaks, you will see a super move, but we are going to watch this resistance level. Do I think we get into this resistance level? I actually do believe we do, which is 403 to 4032532. So that's it for Bonk real quick. We got another one to talk about. Somebody requested today, but look how many Fed speakers are happening this week. We have a lot of important news, important data that is coming out. Not necessarily too strong of data that is going to shift the markets, but it's mainly what people are going to say. And that's going to bring me into a couple of key points. But real quick, the economic data, we have jobless claims Thursday, as well as services PMI, manufacturing PMI, and existing home sales. And then we have Friday new home sales. So not Nothing too insane. We also have a decent earnings week. Again, nothing too insane. It's just kind of a moderate week. But the week is different. It's likely going to bring in a lot of volume, and there's not necessarily too many things to watch and pay attention to. I think GameStop's going to get a lot of attention, as well as squeeze plays, as well as altcoins. Snowflake after close Wednesday. We have BJ's Thursday before open, yeah, and then we have a couple of other ones that are okay to pay attention to as well. Now I want to point something out. The global M2 supply, the money supply, has been rising, and we are seeing Bitcoin follow it. Bitcoin, we got to pay very close attention to, and we also have to pay very close attention to its dominance. But this is going to bring me into the SPY very quickly, very briefly. I gave price targets and price predictions yesterday. Do they have to happen? No. I'm going to state right now that everyone is anticipating now a sell-off because of this credit downgrade, and I do believe we might gap down, but that doesn't mean we don't open green. And I want to state that based on the M2 money supply, based on crypto, based on the news, the data that we get, this V-shaped recovery with the volume increase, what I can tell you is the only reason I see us selling off is for institutions to get a better price to get back in the market. This is the only thing I see. If short sellers take this swing down, they're going to get squoze out of their positions, and big institutions are going to drive the price higher, possibly breaking the all-time highs of the year so far, right above 613. This is just my opinion, and I do believe that's going to happen between June and July at the latest. I don't think that's coming later in the year, so now is the chance. Now, SPCE, Virgin Galactic Holdings, just surged after Q1 results. They got great Q1 results. They also got a shit ton of volume in the charts, and then they got a maintained buy rating, yet we are still trading near the lows at this fib right around $4.40. We're actually trading at $4.80. We rejected off of some key levels, and somebody asked about this play. One, what I can tell you is this play obviously had a move back in 2021. It had a lot of volatility, a lot of squeezing higher. Two, I can say that this has 26.82% short interest, and it would take 4.95 days to cover. That is a calculation based on the volume as well, and we saw a major increase in volume, so could have all shorts gotten out? Well, maybe not all, but possibly a lot more than we thought. As of right now, I do believe that this has more steam in it, has more momentum, and could likely come to $7.80. That would be my first price target on this. Will it go higher? Possibly. Something to note if investors are really strong into it. I didn't look into the earnings. I didn't look deeply into the financials, but keep this one on your radar. This is going to bring us into GameStop. Now, what are we looking at? Lottery stocks, this looks weird. This is the line break chart. If you don't know what a line break chart is, it basically is telling you what the trend is doing. Why does it show 48.75? The reason it shows 48.75 and all of these green candles is because the last time GameStop was trading in the range it's trading at, that is when the price pushed itself to 48.75 range, the $45 to $48 range. Now, all the chart is telling us is that the past three daily candles, right, didn't print out bearish signal, meaning they didn't break the low of the range, which is very important. And this is not necessarily predicting we move to 48.75, but it is in a way. It's saying that the last time we pushed to this level based on this trend, where it's trading at right now, the 28.45 level, this is what pushed us to 48.75. Okay, and I just want to put this on your radar and point it out because GameStop on the weekly time frame, logarithmic scale, it doesn't matter what scale realistically, but the weekly time frame is what I want to pay attention to. Some people don't notice this, but we have seen 7 green weeks back to back to back. 7 consecutive green weeks. A lot of stocks, who cares, right? They're flat. Well, this is important because when was the last time you saw 7 green weeks? Well, it was actually June, July of 2013. That's a long time ago, right? Over 10 years back, about 12 years ago, we saw 7 weekly green candles. What's going to come, right? Well, what's going to come is we have huge catalyst, OPEX, ETF rebalancing. We have dates from May 29th to June 21st. Massive massive dates. And then we have Bitcoin rallying with the intent of them to purchase Bitcoin, with that potential announcement coming soon, with GameStop earnings June 4th, I believe, with a board meeting with MicroStrategy on June 12th, which leads me into never short a man who buys orange ink by the barrel, tweeted by Michael Saylor, buying more and more Bitcoin. Watch MicroStrategy come open tomorrow. It's trading at $399.80. I believe this one's going to come right back up and come up to my price target that I've been wanting it to hit at $445. Watch that level at $445 on MicroStrategy. I also want you to pay attention to DJT. It's starting to look interesting, and I gave you costs as well. Watch costs very closely for a quick move. We need to see where this thing is going to go. If we get above 660 on costs, I believe we enter the $8 range, and we could possibly go much, much higher. But overall, this is what I got for you guys for today's video. If you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video, make sure to like the video on your way out. This is an exciting week again. Everyone who sticks with the channel, everyone who sticks in the Discord, hopefully I covered a couple of these okay for you guys for the time being, guys. If you're not in the Discord yet and you want to request some coverage on some specific things, make sure to join. It's the top link in the description that's going to bring you here. Once you join up, you will get that invite and you will be accepted into the server. The whole server, my trades, stocks, charts, the crypto tab, all of the AI bot alerts in there. So it's an amazing spot to become financially free together. Join the family, guys, if you're not in. It's the top link. Guys, if you're not subscribed, we are almost at 33,000 subscribers. The second link in the description is for a futures account, funded futures account, where if you're a good trader and you make consistent trades, you can take payouts. Use code LOTTO at checkout for 50% off. The third link should be for Moomoo, where you can download the free broker, open an account, make a deposit, and you will get up to 60 free stocks, which is absolutely insane. If you don't have Moomoo yet, great platform, easy platform to use. Check those links in the description. There's also a bunch of other ones down there, tip jar, second channel, all that other stuff. So if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. That is it. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. God bless. I love you all. Lottery Socks out.